일어나서 낮게 기지개 펴고 살짝 커튼을 걷고 눈이 부시면 차가운 우유 한 잔 호랑이 시리얼 기분 좋은 밤 살며시 웃는 너와 나 I want you, I'm fine, thank you and you I really wanna do to you have a nice day how do you do today good day to you come together rock together listen carefully.
Hi, it's night, so I have to be quiet because my grandparents are both asleep, but I'm alive. Okay, look, I know it's been a while, and I'm fully aware that it is September, way past spring, but it took me this long to finally finish making this video, and I thought, well, I might as well upload it just to clear my conscience, and only like 2 of you are gonna see it anyway. So here's my video of me studying abroad at Yonsei University. Enjoy, I guess, or don't. I mean, I'm not gonna force your hand or anything, but make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. How's it going, Yoskis? I'm studying abroad right now for my spring semester of 2020, and I'm in Korea, studying at Yonsei University. Yonsei is the oldest university in Korea, first established in 1885, and it's located in Seoul, right around here, in Sinchon. I don't know what the audio quality is gonna be like, so I'm recording with my phone, just in case. I've actually been in Korea since mid-February, but our semester started in mid-March, and now it's May. We don't talk about April. I know things are pretty bad around the world because of the virus, but Korea never locked down the country, which is nice, and people have been kind of just doing their thing for a while now. Actually, there are quite a lot of people going about doing the whole social interactions, so naturally I've been avoiding going out because social interactions scare me, but I figured I'd be a bit safer here on campus to record a video. I've been sitting on this idea for a while. It's to do a campus tour and day in a life at Yonsei University, because I don't have any better ideas at the moment. So let's get on the move before more people look at me and think I'm insane for talking to myself. Yeah.
I wanna be selfish 아직 많은 나의 wishes 세상의 기준을 맞추기엔 제멋대로인 게 어울려 Sometimes being selfish 오해 말은 나쁜 의미는 아냐 조금 더 솔직해질게 I love myself I wanna be free I'm just gonna be free 솔직해질게 오늘부터 Yellow CARD 여기서 넘으면 침범이야 babe 매너는 여기까지 is my Please skip the lie Hello stupid ID 그선 넘으면 정색이야 babe Stop it 거리 유지해 cause we don't know Come on with an anything
Well, that was really hard. I had no idea filming B-rolls would be that challenging. But I'm in the Central Library right now, which is actually one of 2 libraries, but they're connected to each other. So I'm just gonna refer to both of them as the library. Yes, I am sitting underneath a staircase because I'll definitely be here for a long time. and I'd rather not have people see me mess up 18 takes. Welcome to Yonsei University. This is our first stop on our virtual tour of one of Korea's finest institutions for higher education. I'm your tour guide, Lady McDicky. When first entering the library, you need to scan in your ID card before you can even get in. I'll get to explaining the multiple functions of this little guy later on in the video. But aside from scanning your card to enter, you also need it to check out books and materials, as well as checking out seats at the multiple study spaces. And both libraries have multiple floors with multiple study spaces. Some of these spaces you're allowed to just enter and take whatever seat you find, but for the majority of them you actually have to reserve a seat before you can use it. As in, you go to a kiosk, select a spot, and reserve that spot for a certain amount of time. The library also has quite a few computer labs, but only one of these computer labs has access to Adobe Suite, so if I want to edit any of my videos, I have to use one of these 6 computers. Which is also only open between 9 and 5:30, so I actually have to follow a decent sleep schedule and use my time wisely. Like, what the fuck? The library also has a convenience store in the basement with food, drinks, socks, the whole shebang, really. A rooftop cafe on the rooftop, and lots of lockers for if you want to, I don't know, store your things while you sleep in the library or something. You do have to pay to use the lockers though. School culture in Korea is definitely stricter. And I'd say Koreans study a lot more on average compared to US students. The fact that there's practically an entire ecosystem inside the library, along with so many study spaces, I think is a good insight on just how much weight Koreans put on studying. They practically live in the library. That's a bad take. And I guess on the opposite side of the same coin, that was so stupid. Koreans don't put a lot of emphasis on collegiate clubs and activities as much. I'd say some of the staples of US colleges would be sports, student organizations, and frats. But in Korea, at one of the largest and most prestigious colleges in the country, they don't have frats or anything really comparable. Admittedly, frats are a pretty American thing. Collegiate sports aren't nearly as integral or important to the college identity. That isn't to say that Korea doesn't have college sporting events, but there's just a lot less of them. And they only have a couple dozen student organizations. Back at Cornell, if I wanted to explore an interest or a hobby, I could probably just find a club for it. Cornell has over 1,000 student organizations. But here at Yonsei, I feel like you'll more than likely find a community outside of school. Or at the very least, the friends that you meet at school, you're gonna be meeting them more often outside of school, if that makes sense. That's a bad take. And I feel like college and school in general to Koreans holds a very different meaning and cultural significance compared to Americans. Can you not? But honestly, don't take my word for it, because I probably don't know what I'm talking about, and I'm probably like speaking outside my ass. What is this hand gesture? Well, that's about everything I could think of for the library. I guess I'll just record more B-rolls of the interior. Oh gosh, that's gonna be really embarrassing and potentially not allowed. But I live on the edge of society, because I don't condone human interactions.